How's everybody doing? Welcome to BeSoLight.tv. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Go ahead and get yourself situated. We are only going to be doing 7 minutes of sound vibration because everything is expanding and it's all moving. So that's what we're doing today. Lots to talk about today. Lots and lots and lots to talk about today. So, come on in. Go ahead and place 2 drops of oil into your hand. Rub it together. Activate. Breathe it in. And rub and activate again. Breathe in. At this point in the game, everyone pretty much should know what they are doing. You should be feeling your guidance coming in. Go ahead and get a little bit of water. Lots to talk about. And we will be breaking contracts again, just to let you know. Okay, let's go ahead and start. Everyone just taking a nice deep breath. Breathe in, exhale out. Breathe. Just allow yourself to be in this moment. And we're connecting to ourselves down into the depths of ourselves. Expanding the light of ourselves through our divine sacred heart. We claim our sovereignty. We stand completely 100% in it. We are awake. We are true to ourselves. We are authentic. We are divine beings We do not consent to anything that is non-divine. We do not consent to your world, your lower vibrations, your low contracts. We break all contracts with you now. We set ourselves free. We are divine beings. We are unique in our ways. We stand in honor of who we are. We rise through our divine light and anchor into the true divine creator source, mother, father, creator of absolute light of love. We rise. Breathe. We break those contracts. We do not consent to your energies, no matter what it is. We have free will. You do not. We are no longer your vessels to drain of negative actions. You do not get to live off of our life force. Breathe, inhale, exhale. Doesn't that just feel so good? Doesn't that feel great? Just something about the bowls. Like ring the alarm. What a good way to start your day off. Okay, lots to talk about. So I found it really interesting. I had a couple of people chime in and how am I doing with the energy? It was fine. I kept taking pictures yesterday and I posted those pictures in the community so you can take a look for yourself because somebody isn't telling truth. Someone's not telling truth, which is why they were saying they didn't want people to take pictures of the eclipse. They wanted, don't use your cell phone to take pictures of the eclipse. They were putting that out. I thought that was really interesting because, well, what are you going to be doing? You're going to be filming it. You're going to be showing it on the media. So here's the rule. Whatever they say, you do the opposite of it. That's just the number one rule. And after the message that I got today, that was crazy. So there was a lot of messages that were available to receive during yesterday. We're still in this. We're still in the full effects of the eclipse. We're still in it. Today and tomorrow, we're still in this energy. Okay? So be mindful of your surroundings. Be mindful of your interaction with people because they are getting triggered right and left. Be mindful of your thoughts, what you're sending out. This is why we come into this and we ground into it and expand that frequency out. So, and I am keeping my head and everything covered, keeping it. And I am what I call oiled up, anointed up, all over my entire self, down to my feet. Because I am a sovereign divine being. I no longer consent to any unknown contracts that you put upon me that I did not know about. Beings of those you are. I don't even consent to your stock numbering on me. I don't consent to that. This is the time we break all contracts of unknowingness. This is the undoing of that energy, getting rid of it, undoing their stuff. We are undoing you. Ooh, how does that feel? Everybody say it. When you come in on this video later on, say it. We are undoing your stuff. Every time you think you're going to put it out there to do something, we're undoing it. Why? Because for me to wake up in the morning to have some horizontal lines going across my ceiling and the wall right here. Never seen that. I'm like, what the hell's making that? I have vertical blinds. Vertical blinds. So how is it making these lines? And it was distinctly 3 lines on top and 3 lines on the bottom. And I'm laying there and I'm like, what the hell is this? What happened to my little orbs of light, sprinkle lights coming through? And those of you that are, I call shadow watchers, you sit in that room and you guys just kind of type in stuff all over people's YouTubes. being rude, you're changing too. Because as we change, we affect you. It becomes contagious. As our light becomes stronger and brighter, we don't have to all come together in big groups. All we have to do is just emanate and think about it and send it out. So if you're in here without good intentions and you stepped into this portal with all the other diesel lighters, welcome to your change. We just imprinted on your ass. So the numbers, the markings were up here. And I was just like, what the hell is that? That's what I posted on my thumbnail. That's what was up here. A straight line. Look at that. I love it. Straight line. Broke, broke. Broken line, broken line, broken line. Just like that. I was like, what? It was kind of like stretched out, but I could still see the code. And I heard, go look up the code in your book. So here's my book that's falling apart. And what is the word? Are you ready? Number 23, I Ching, distortion. Oh, I'm sorry. Should I dive into this and say something? Splitting apart. Oh, but wait, hold on. Hold on. Let's see what Jinky has. Oh, let me just take a look and let me see what he named it. Oh, I see. Here it is. Jinky. The Alchemy of Simplicity. And it's called Splitting the World Apart. The Ring of Life and Death. Yeah, let me read a couple of little inserts in here that I found interesting. If you love simplicity, you will manifest it around you. Whenever this 23rd shadow speaks, it complicates the situation. And here's, I thought this was interesting. As a part of the marvelous codon ring known as Ring of Life and Death, the number 23, Gene Key captures the very same insight that were left for humanity by the Gautama Buddha. Okay? So, let's dive into this, shall we? So I get up and I look it up and I read at the bottom and it says ruling lines. The ruling line here. Okay? And it says the structure of the hexagram shows yielding lines about to undermine the final firm line. The ruler at the top position, which is a straight line, of wisdom is benevolent towards the lines below and maintains its strength. So this line right here is the benevolent line. That means creator's line. That has the ruler at the top position of the wisdom is benevolent towards the lines below and maintains its strength. Looks like a game changer. Looks like, let's get ready to rumble. So, splitting apart. What do I do? There is an impressive display of distortion in nearly every aspect of the current affairs. These lesser elements and those who represent them have gained complete control over the situation. Distortion will continue to spread until it falls out of fashion, and there is nothing a person of integrity can do but wait. Eventually, there will come a change for better. In political affairs and matters of power, the time may be thought of as a rapid distortion or overthrow. There exists now an abundance of incompetent person in positions of authority to help bring this about. As shown in extraordinary long periods of recorded histories of ancient China, there, where the I Ching was often used as a political manual, such declines were expected and accepted. The original text of the hexagram states, the superior man respectfully appreciates the cycle of the increase and decrease, of greatness and decadence, as revealed by the heavenly bodies. The text continues to warn against foregoing ahead at this time. Your best course is to wait out the difficult times and protect yourself by generously providing for those close to you. Don't believe me? Get the book. I'm reading it straight out of the print. This book is so old, I literally think I have to take it in and get it rebound because of the amount of radiation that the planet is hitting. Anything that's plastic is going to really start deteriorating pretty fast. It starts to get really super hard and then it breaks because it speeds up the aging. We got these super molecules coming in now and it's breaking, or should I say splitting apart. Okay, so if there's a breach in your personal relationship, it cannot be easily bridged now. Remain calm and quiet for the present. And if you can, be generous and supportive of those dear to you. Then, when things improve, as they naturally will, you will find that you have preserved and strengthened your relationship. At this time, your health and inner development may be the less an ideal state due to interference of elements in your environment. Your external place will not put an end to the natural cycle of distortion. Time will. Nurture your mind and your body reasonably and sensibly now. Look for the wisdom in your acceptance of the time. So, during the time of the eclipse, and I can't show you, I put pictures up in the community so you can take a look yourself. So, when I was going out just snapping pictures of it, I go out, take a picture, come back, take a look. Wait a few minutes, go out, take a picture, come back, take a look. And what I noticed, to my amazement, is that even though this really bright light was shining towards us in California, what we could see, behind it, I could see the eclipse happening behind it. And I kept saying to myself, well, maybe something's wrong with my camera. But everywhere I pushed it and moved it, I could see it. And then I saw the green coming through, this green ball. And I saw that. And I was like, oh, but couldn't physically see it with my eyes. I had to take a picture and then I could see it. So I got that in the community so you could take a look at it. And I said, this is why they didn't want us to take pictures. But here's the thing. They're all over the place broadcasting it. What's the fucking difference? Excuse my French. So I'm like, no, 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 no. You're not going to have the upper hand of doing a Mandela effect and say, oh, that never happened. Oh, April 8th never happened. Bull crap. We all got documentation now. And here's another thing. So the eclipse is doing its thing at 11:11. I take a picture. I feel the shadowing. But when I go out and look at the sun that's facing us, it's still bright. But in the background is the eclipse happening with another sun. Oh, wow. Everybody's been talking about that. Now there's proof of that. Everybody can see it. So, and also, heads up to all the sisters and brothers that took pictures out in Oklahoma, Pennsylvania, all out in that area. They were getting clouds coming through. Clouds trying to shadow it out. And then finally, at the last moment, clouds separated so everybody could see it. Yes, same. Felt some alignment with the sun, nourishing, upgrading, normally, and very cautious of it. Yes. So get this. I'm standing out there taking pictures. I go take pictures. I'm sorry. What did I see during the time when the eclipse was going into the next phase? Okay, so it goes. I see a flipping plane going right underneath it in the sky, flying, spraying out its stuff. I said, oh, it must be the spark dust. Spraying. Because it wasn't for clouds. I don't see any clouds out there. So it was spraying something right in this area over one plane. I said, well, I thought there was going to be so much stuff going on, and planes couldn't go up there to be doing that. Do you see what I'm talking about? Why this showed up on my wall? That's why. That's why. And I am so grateful that I just listen to Spirit. Go take a picture now. Go take a picture now. Okay, wait. Go take a picture now. Go take. Now wait. Oh, look. What do you see? It's not a bird, it's a flipping plane. And not to mention that yesterday there was a lot of black planes flying around in the areas that I normally don't see. So, on to the next stage of everything. So we don't consent to your energy. Just you saying you don't consent to their lower vibrational world. We don't consent to this third dimensional timelines. All the timelines of imprisonment where we were limited thinking, could only see what you wanted us to see. We don't consent to that anymore. As a matter of fact, we're breaking that. We're undoing it just simply by being who we are in our light. We're undoing it. You can't stop it. So everyone is raising up in their frequency. And this is why when you do singing bowls, when you do drums, when you do rattles, when you do that, we expand that light out and it raises everything up. I was having a good time yesterday. I was like not hanging around outside. I was all about, okay, let me just get my documentation because that's what I do. I'm a priestess. I'm supposed to document things. I'm a vessel for that. I document. I work with Creator. That's right. Anyway, get the info. I was having my fun, eating, drinking my water, watched a couple of movies, making my notes, and just being and having conversations with my divine self. Feeling codes coming in. And I feel lit up this morning. I'm like, wow. So I want you to practice this today. I'm going to leave you with a gift. Remember when I was talking about that golden pyramid? Remember when I was talking about that a few days ago? I said, yeah, this golden pyramid. Every time I close my eyes, this golden pyramid will show up. Well, when it's so activated with the Fibonacci sequence in it, I was like, oh. So when you call that in and you sit within it, it starts clearing things out. Anything that's not supposed to be there. Anything that's not divine in your body can't stay. Unless you want it to stay. Okay, unless you want to stay tapped into that. That's your choice. You have free will. But because of the message of splitting apart, that's crazy to wake up and see lines on my ceiling in here. And I'm like, how's that doing that? And it's like this. Also, I found out that yesterday was a huge YouTube meeting, but you could only be invited to it. Yeah, someone was sharing about that. And I thought that was kind of cool. And I was like, wow. But you have to have skin in the game for like almost 15, close to 20 years or whatever, however long YouTube's been on here. So us 6 and 7 years or whatever. And it's not a lot. These people who were invited, they don't have like millions of people following them. They do their work and they show up and do their thing. They do their teachings. So what's really going on YouTube? So I say this because it's like this. If you are a creator and you're creating content and you're coming on and you're doing your medicine, you're doing your teachings, you're sharing your medicine. And I mean in a good way. I'm not talking about the ones out there that are fear-mongering people, that are threatening people, that are ripping people down. That's all karmic stuff. That's third dimensional and second dimensional beings. I don't have time for that energy. We're talking about people who know what their mission and their purpose is on this planet, and how we are using different platforms to reach and talk and heal and do the work. That's what we're doing. So pay attention to all of a sudden when some people that you've been following for a long time go through this drastic change. They're not doing what they used to do. They were being told that they need to reinvent themselves. If they've been doing something for a long period of time, they have to reinvent themselves. So obviously the way the algorithm is on the platforms now is going to start reading people who are doing something different to bring to the table. You know, what are some of the things that you really like? You know, getting you to interact on a different level, which I think is awesome. I think we all could always expand and do different things, as long as it doesn't distract you from your true purpose. See, because it falls underneath this splitting apart. What's actually really being split apart? To split apart, when we really think about it, is to split away from the old way of being. To split away from the manipulations, to split away from the distortions. So now lovelies. All those times when I come on here and I would tell you things that I would see in grocery stores, and I would tell you things how I was walking in a store and I saw this woman's face shift and she knew I saw it. I don't have that whatever stupid ass syndrome that they're trying to call it. They can't keep their facade up anymore. And the frequency is going so high. We're going to start seeing things that are different. I told you to get ready for when you're sitting with Bobby Lou and Mary Boo, that all of a sudden she might shift change into something else and you thought she was human. Having your lattes, sitting at the table. She's studying you, or he's studying you. I'm watching you from the mamas. Hey! Thank you. Much love. You're representing that energy and holding sacred space there. Beautiful. So pay attention. Like I said, there is no way on this planet that I could have just woke up and see these lines on the wall like that. I'm like, what? And to get up and then line it up. Okay, so please, if you want to go do the codes, I left the codes and everything on my webpage. Go down to WordPress, you can get the codes. I left other codes in community that you can work with. But we're still in the eclipse energy. So do not be thinking you can just go gallivanting around and not shielding yourself up, because we are in between the energies of what they are manipulating, but they're manipulating what they're trying to do. So we no longer consent to that. If you are a divine sovereign being who is here connected to the divine source of absolute light of love, Mother, Father, Creator, you have your divine sovereignty. You have your free will. The game is over. It's split. And we're going to see more and more and more of that. And things are going to come undone. The Band-Aid has been ripped off. And that's just the way we have to move ahead in order to free things up. And this is coming through really strong. The ancestors got it started. Those of us that are here now, we're finishing it. Uh-huh. That felt really good to hear that. We're finishing it. We are the ones that are cleaning and breaking all the old contracts and everything through the generations, all of the murdering, all of the rapings, all of the sufferings. We're clearing that. And we have to start with ourselves and clearing that by not consenting to those timelines and those energies anymore, and bringing in the absolute divine light of healing to push that out. We're clearing all of that. What was started long, long, long ago, those of us now that are here, we're finishing it. That's why I said it's time to rumble, because we have a lot of work, and we're going to utilize this space and this time and elevate higher and higher and higher. It is not a mistake that everyone is teaching what they need to be teaching of their light. And I'm not talking about trying to get people to believe in your way and this is the only way. No. We don't do that. That's very third dimensional and very second dimensional behavior. If you're elevating, you help others to elevate into where they need to be in their lives. And that means to claim their divinity. to not think of themselves as less than. We all have a responsibility now to encourage others to step into their passion, their purpose, their mission for the highest good of humanity, the highest good of Mother Earth. As long as you're not here to be destructive, you won't have to get yourself checked. If you're here to be one of the unity for the highest good, we all stand together in that. But only through our divinity and our true benevolent light self can we represent that. So, pen and paper, please. Pen and paper. I'll give you a couple of seconds to get that. Get your pen and paper. Just so if those of you that don't like to have to go back and try to find your codes, or your time is really, because timelines are just bouncing all over the place. Please make sure you keep yourself anointed. Wear your sacred oils. We're not done. This energy is still going. So, but for your circuit upgrades, this is a real easy one. 11 space 111 space 1111 space 11 11 1 space 11 11 space 111 space 11. Okay, that's your circuit upgrade code, and that's a lot of ones. Okay, you can use that today. If you're having some weird pain in your body, this is a good code to use for pain. 49 87 12 89 13 19. 49 87 12 89 13 19. Okay. If you want to move into just cleansing everything, to cleanse everything and then to purify, here's the code. 6655 space 10 space 11 space 12 space 13. Let me say that again. 6655 space 10 space 11 space 12 space 13. And when I say space, that's the little gap between the numbers, because these codes have to have their spacing because they are interlayered. To purify your life force energy with light and love, here's the code. 77 space 77 space 77 space 00 space 11. 77 space 77 space 77 space 00 space 11. Let's see what else jumps out. This one, I think I have a stronger one than this, because I used it the other day and it looks really good. Here, this one. Remove etheric implants that are not divine. Do you want that one? Am I being naughty? Should I give it to you so that you can get rid of all those weird things that you've been seeing in the middle of the night? Like, I don't know, like spiders dropping out of the ceiling. The spider AI. Remember, you are a DI, a divine intelligence. You override the AI. Okay? Let me remind you that. That's what you are. I'll give it to you. to remove etheric implants that are not divine. 131 space 415 space 6266 space 9014 space 50145. Oh, that number again is 131 space 415 space 6266 space 9014 space 50145. Oh yes, I think that'll help everything be really good for all of you so you can shine even brighter. And don't forget that you can ask when you are deep within yourself and you're sitting in your nice beautiful containment of that beautiful golden pyramid, and you're anchored into your divine self, having conversation with yourself, and you ask your higher divine self to go ahead and activate your DNAs. And then when you give yourself permission to do that, then every time when the sunlight just even touches your skin, yeah, be very afraid of us right about now. Your asses should be running. As we just, I don't know, just lightly come in contact with the sun, we get a little bit brighter. Ah, gosh, I feel so good this morning. You know I'm having fun right now, right? Because I don't care. All I care about is all of us reaching the highest part of our potential, because I don't care about the dark ones. They need to just be running. You need to run, because now we can see you. Now we know what you're doing. Now we know how you've been doing stuff. There is no going back. There is no manipulating us. Oh, yeah. I'm sorry. It's about to split apart. Distortion. Oh, I know I'm not going to be invited to any kind of YouTube stuff. No. I'm probably going to be spanked, put on a list or something. I don't know. Because I just say it like it is. I am my own divine sovereign being. Period. That's it. And so are you. That's what you have to remember. You are a DI, a divine intelligence. You override the AI. We override AI. Period. What more do you need to know? You override that. As a matter of fact, these devices, we're going to flip it. Everyone flip it. They work for us. We don't work for you. You work for us. The DI ones, the divine intelligent ones. When we press on you, we command you. Ooh. Does not feel good. Instead of just saying that you're sitting at a computer and you're working, no, you're commanding it to do what you want it to do. I bet you Bing doesn't want that input in there. Hey, Bing, I command you. I rule over you. I am a DI. You're just an AI. I am a divine intelligence. All right, lovelies. And on that note, let's say it together. Yes, you are. I am divinely aligned. I am divinely seen. I am divinely heard. I am divinely loved. Be so light. Like and subscribe. Be in your light. Be benevolent. Be connected to Creator, Mother, Father, Creator, the divine source of benevolent light. Nothing artificial. You are DI. You're divine intelligence. And on that note, lovelies, I bid you a good, wonderful day. Go out there and just shine away. Have a good day. Bye-bye.